Welcome to the Bitchin' Siblings Podcast.
Welcome, everybody, to the Bitchin' Siblings Podcast. I'm Ginny.
Hey, guys, it's Amy.
And I have a this or that for you.
Woohoo!
No topic, though.
You never do.
I never do. That's my topic.
Yeah, your thing is always like randomness.
Yeah. Okay, so would you rather read minds or see the future?
Neither. I don't want to read minds. People are fucked up. I don't want to see the future. I mean, now, granted, if I'm going to see the future, if I'm going to take one, I'm going to see the future, but I don't want to see my future.
Okay.
I don't. I feel like we've kind of discussed this before. Like, if I were to see my own future, it would give me anxiety about either when these things are going to happen or that they're going to happen. So I don't want to see my own. I could definitely, like, if I see other people's futures, maybe I could, if something bad happens, maybe I can steer them in a different direction so that bad things don't happen. But I don't want that for me.
You don't want that for
But
you.
I definitely don't want to read people's minds.
Okay.
How about you?
I think I'd rather see the future than read minds because you're right. I already find myself too consumed with what other people think about me or anything in general. And if I knew, I think it would make it worse because I feel like I would either be very disappointed that I had stressed out over something that wasn't being said, or that I was proven right. I don't know that would ever work for me. But you're right. I also wouldn't want to see my future. I just,
yeah.
How boring would life be if you just always knew what was coming?
Exactly.
So.
Exactly.
Okay. Have super hearing or X-ray vision?
X-ray vision. I guess. Because I mean, I already hear stuff I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear it more. Although, so a couple summers ago, one of our cats got stuck in a tree, and I could not, for the life of me, hear where exactly it was coming from. So maybe if I had super hearing, I could exactly pinpoint where her meows were coming from and have located her faster. But I don't know. I don't like either. I don't like these. Neither one.
I think I feel like up until recently, I had a very disturbing level of hearing ability. My mom always used to be very disturbed that, like, I could be 3 rooms away and hear exactly what she was saying. So, I feel like I kind of already have that, but I feel like it's getting worse right now because I'm getting old, and lately I keep asking, what? Like,
well, that could be your brain not processing what somebody's saying. More so than, because you've also had like 10,000 ear infections
lately, and I've never had them before, but yeah. But I think I'd rather have X-ray vision just because you're right with like super hearing. Again, it goes back to the reading minds. I just don't know that I'd want to know everything that was being said.
Yeah.
And X-ray vision, I mean, it's a man body and a female body. Like, if I always saw everybody in a naked form, it wouldn't be a big deal for me,
Well, see, and I'm also thinking, like, I could see through certain things, like rocks, and see what's on the other side.
Right, like,
I just think that would be a little bit more helpful.
Okay. Be able to fly or run at super speed?
See, and I'll take either one of these. Where I took neither on a couple before. No, I'll take both. Yes, please, on both. I don't know. So I think super speed, probably because with super speed comes super metabolism, and I wouldn't have to be like working out as much. And, if I'm the Flash super speed, I could like just come down there and we could podcast together.
Yeah. We've established many times over how much Jenny does not like to fly, so the only correct answer to that question is run at super speed. So
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
On top of the fact that I feel like if you could fly, then what happens if you accidentally like run into a bird? Like, what if you collide?
Yeah.
That would suck.
That'd be very unfortunate.
I know.
Okay, the next one. Would you rather be able to teleport or time travel?
Teleport. I do not want to go forward or backward in time. Nope. I do not want that whole butterfly effect bullshit. But I would like to teleport. Because again, I'd teleport over there for dinner. I'd bring you dinner. Like when you're sick, I could bring you, like, teleport with some chicken noodle soup. When Chris has his daughter, I could teleport over there and just play with her for a couple hours.
Yeah. See, and I think I would like to time travel because I don't necessarily want to time travel and change anything. I can understand how that might be difficult, but I would love to be able to time travel and like experience some of these. I don't know that I would want to go in the future, but I would love to go into like what was it like at, some of Marie Antoinette's parties, or what was, you know what I mean? Like things like that, that it's like, we just only know like what has been written in the history books about these things. And it would be nice to just kind of be a fly on the wall and not interact with anybody, but to just experience it and witness it. I don't know that I'd want to teleport, but at the same time, teleporting would be nice if I could go. I mean, but I feel like that's too much like flying.
No, you dematerialize in one place and you materialize in another. Like,
I know, but nothing about that seems right. But then time travel
It-
would be like flying too. So, I mean, I guess that's not a valid argument.
Yep, exactly.
So-
I mean, come on, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. They're like flying through space in a phone booth.
For those of you who don't know what a phone booth is, Google it.
If you don't know what a phone booth is, you're probably too young to be listening.
Yep. I literally had a
Let's be
friend
real.
today post on Facebook of them at a telephone booth, like joking, like taking a picture, and some little twinkledink asked, "What the hell is that?" And she was like, "Oh my God, I'm old enough now that things that I take pictures of, the younger generation doesn't know what it is." And like, how do you not know what a telephone booth is? Like, what?
No joke. I've been having so much fun texting back and forth with your youngest about what he's listening to.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it's been fucking real, because this kid,
Does he
like,
not have
normally
like the
normally
most...
kids his age
Yeah.
have like shitty taste in music. And I only say that because like
It's shitty.
it's modern music, and like I'm sorry, I can't get on board with the mumble rap bullshit. But that kid's got some he's got good taste.
Yep. The other day I had to Google one of the songs he was listening to because I didn't even know what it was. And it was, who was it? Barry Manilow. And I was like, what fucking 16-year-old even knows who Barry Manilow is, let alone knows his song, to the point where his mother had to Google which one it was because I didn't know, because that's before my generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's my kid for you. He's got crazy yeah. So, okay, anyways, next one. Only eat dessert or only eat savory?
That's tough, because I feel like we've discussed this before. We're both fatties. We like food. Oh, that's so hard. I love savory, but every now and then I get in the mood for something sweet, and by sweet I mean like a piece of fruit pie. Like, no joke, yesterday at Winco I bought a coconut cream pie.
The problem with dessert is what different people consider dessert.
That's true too.
So, I mean, like rice pudding, God no, but chocolate ice cream, yeah. But I also think that you can incorporate some sweets into savory dishes, like baked
'Kay.
brie with like honey and almonds and stuff on it. So like you could still get the sweet, but it's savory.
So that said, we're gonna go with savory, because you said desserts or savory, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then I can just have fruit.
True. Yeah.
Because
Because
every
dessert
now
means
and then
that it's dessert. I would never classify fruit as dessert.
yeah, and I do fruit and cottage cheese
A lot, yeah.
regularly
Mhm.
because I'm, an 85-year-old grandma.
Yeah, I have, my cousin-in-law, when he was bulking, would eat, cottage cheese with sunflower seeds and salt and pepper.
I get the salt and pepper. Sunflower seeds, I think, is a little weird.
I think it was a fiber or a protein thing, but it was like
I mean, that would make sense,
and it
but
was savory with the salt and the pepper, so, like, it was easy to eat at once and get, like, everything that you needed in a sitting, so but, I mean,
that
I
checks
always
out.
thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
this
right.
next one I think I already know the answer to, but, I mean, let's just for shits and giggles, speak many languages or speak to animals.
Speak to animals.
Fuck
Hands
yeah.
down.
Yep. Fuck
That's
yeah.
that's not a question. Not for me.
I know. That's why I said for shits and giggles. Let's.
So it just kind of sucks though, because without Reef anymore, he would have been the one to have a conversation with.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was
an old man.
he was a cranky old bastard, and I loved that about him.
He was the uncle that you couldn't invite to family functions because he always said all the wrong things and pissed everybody
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, but like
But
at the
everybody
same
loved him.
time, yeah, like you're laughing at everything he's saying,
Yep.
but at the same time saying, "Dude, you can't say that. That's offensive."
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be my
Yeah.
husband in 20 years.
That already is mine.
Mhm. Mine's working its way there.
Yeah. But yeah.
Speak to animals. Because then you could speak to any animal in any country, no matter what the language is. And
Right
then
there.
it doesn't, I mean, who the fuck wants to talk to people? I mean, I'll talk to all the animals in every country. Fuck yeah, dude.
Do you know how many elephants I want to talk to and giraffes?
Wouldn't it be nice to just be able to like just stand there and talk to them and be like, not gonna intrude. I just want to watch. That
Yeah.
sounds creepy. When you play that back. But like you can just be like, I'm respecting your space, but you're just, your just existence is majestic. Again, it sounds creepy, but then you could potentially thwart off any crazy ass like bison attacks and shit because you could just tell them, hey, I'm not going to get any closer. Respect your space, you respect mine, sort of thing.
Yeah. And then I could actually probably love on all the kitties and
Mm.
be like, "Come here, lion. I just want to love on you and scratch your ears."
Yeah, I know. That's what I would tell him too. It's like, I just want to cuddle with you. I promise I'm not going to hurt you. Like, as I understand that, human or animal nature, human nature too, unfortunately. But, yeah. I would be the
Yep.
basic white girl that wanted to pet all the animals.
Have you seen the guy on TikTok that's like he'll show like a quick wild animal video and he'll be like, "Oh, any white woman would
Yes.
have that thing tamed and would like
2 minutes.
bring it out there
With pajamas
I
on.
brought you a little food for you."
I've seen that, yes. Okay,
Yeah.
last one.
Oh,
Always be winter or always be summer?
always be summer.
Okay.
I like one. Winter is too. I don't get out enough in the winter. And summer, I may not get out as much as some people because of the heat, but at the same time, I'm more likely to get out and go to the lake and like just sit in the water all day.
I like the summer, but I think it also depends on where I'm at, because if it was always summer, like where I'm at right now, like with you two, what part of summer? We're talking the beginning, or are we talking like the dead of summer when it's like, you know what I mean?
When it's 120 degrees for 3 months.
Yeah, no. And like here,
Yeah.
it doesn't get 120 degrees, but the humidity is fucking ridiculous. And so like at the beginning of the summer is not as bad because there hasn't been as much rainfall and irrigation isn't really happening. So you're not getting the humidity the way that we do towards the end of the summer. It's like, oh my God. So yeah. But I would still probably choose summer just because I am more active. There's more things to do. It's easier to travel. It's easier to get more done because you just have more daylight.
Yeah. The only thing I hate about summer is the mosquitoes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're bad here.
They've
too.
already come out, and I've already got like 10 bites. Cool.
Yeah, we haven't had any yet, but
Fucking
it
cool.
just like we just had our. I couldn't get a video of it, but we had the craziest like ping pong size hail on Friday, that or was it Friday, that just annihilated. Like all of my flowers just started coming up out of the ground, like my house does, tore them to shreds. But mosquitoes. Oh, so that was like the first major rain of the season. So I'm sure they'll be out soon because it's been in the 80s every day for the last 3 days. And, once we got that nice chunk of rain.
We had about a week of beautiful 80 to 100 degree weather. And then all of a sudden, it went down to 60 and raining.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can we stop with this bipolar bullshit?
Yeah.
Just choose what you're going to do, because this back and forth is what's wreaking havoc on my sinuses.
And summer still has like rain and wind and storms and stuff. So the only thing you don't have is cold and snow. So it's not like summer's always dry every day, all day,
Yeah. And in fact, if it's going to rain, I love summer rain.
I do too.
Because it's nice and warm.
I don't mind like spring, summer, and fall rain.
I don't care for fall rain.
I love fall rain when it's not cold, but it's not warm. Just like in spring, it's like more on the warmer side, but it's still kind of cold. Whereas in the fall, it's a little bit colder than warmer, but oh, I love it.
Yeah.
No. I'm a huge fan. Pulviophile over here. I love fall back home. The rain, the way it sounds in the trees, because all the branches are still there. They haven't quite, like, you know what I mean? Like, nothing's dead quite yet. And not the evergreens, but like, the maples and everything. And like the way the rain hits the leaves and it's a little bit chilly and it's starting to get a little bit darker. Like, oh, God, I love it.
Absolutely not. Nope.
Yeah, I miss it.
Nope.
I miss it. I would just go stand out on the deck and listen to the rain.
I do have to say, though, one thing I miss, and when we buy a place, I want to do like an outbuilding with galvanized metal roofing, so that when it does rain, I can hear that like ping of the tin roof.
Yeah.
That is the only thing I love about rain.
Oh no, I love everything about it. Not here, because here when it rains, it's like torrential downpour and it causes flash flooding. It very rarely will mist or rain just like a normal rain. Normally we get like 10 minutes of like torrential downpour with a storm that comes in and then it's gone. And then it's really fucking humid and wet. So like not here. But Seattle rain in the fall is my
I can see why you're
favorite.
saying that, but no.
Not in the spring when everything's still coming in, because like the trees don't have leaves on it. I'm talking like September rain, like when it's just starting to get cold again, but not like cold, but like 50s, 60s, instead of 70s or 80s. And then, yeah.
No. That's a hard pass from me.
We're so different.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's it. It was a quick this or that tonight.
Shoot us an email with all of your this or that suggestions. Ginny and Amy podcast at gmail.com. That's GINNYANDAMY podcast at gmail.com. Jenny, where else can they find us?
Instagram at Bitch and Siblings Podcast. But guess what, Amy?
We have a line where you can call in. And if you leave us this or that's on that line, guess what? We'll play
answer your this or that.
Yeah, and we'll actually play your audio to go with it.
Woohoo!
All right, guys, that phone number, almost signed off without that, 785-538-9128. That's 785-538-9128.
All right.
There's a lot of eights in that.
There are a lot of eights.
All right, guys.
Happy
we will talk to you next
fucking
week.
Sunday, or whatever day you're listening to this. Peace out, bitches.
Deuces.